Yo, people, what's good, man? It's Tobs here, back again. 2 day hiatus. Sorry about that. I did say I'd do it every 2 or 3 days. I was actually hoping to get another video out on Wednesday, but boy, plans took over and illness took over as well. So I was a wounded man Wednesday evening, Thursday and Friday, but I'm back now. Um, a lot has actually happened since my last video. It's crazy. My last video was titled United won't beat us to Bastoni, and it seems as if we won't beat ourselves to Bastoni because he might not even be sold, or will he? We don't know. We don't know. There's been more rumors. There's been more back and forths um, going around on Twitter and so on and so forth. But listen, we're here to talk about a new team. We're here to talk about two new pieces of information. Yeah. What's her name? Is it Lanny Good? I can't even remember what she said. I'm sitting on something, whatever, something, whatever. Anyway, we're here to talk about Richarlison. Yeah, we're here to talk about Richarlison. Yeah, I can't even remember his first name. What's his first name again? Yeah, but I like Richarlison. I like Richarlison. I've made no I've made no secret of my feeling towards Richarlison as a player. I like him. I think he's a good player. I also felt that Everton overpaid for Richarlison when they signed him from Watford. I thought that was crazy money, and they plucked that valuation out of thin air after one barely decent season in the Premier League, albeit his first season. But listen, he's gone to Everton, and by all means, I think he's averaged a 1 in 3 scoring rate, playing pretty much everywhere across the front three in a not so great Everton side as well. Yeah, it's easy to look at Dominic Calvert-Lewin now as the main source of goals, but let's not forget that there was a point where Richarlison was the focal point of that attack, despite playing on the left. Despite playing on the left, if I look at his stats for Everton this recent season that's just gone, yeah. If I look at his stats, he's hit double figures. So he hit. So 1 second, sorry, I'm looking at my phone. Overall, so he hit 10 goals in 30 Premier League appearances last year. Yeah, two of which were as a substitute. He scored 7 in the previous 34 uh, Premier League appearances in the 2021 season, one as a substitute. He scored 13 in 36 and 13 in 35. So I'm looking at a guy who's averaging, yeah, around 1 or just over 1 in 3 at Everton. At Everton. Yeah, he's 25 years old. He's approaching the prime years of his career. He's Premier League proven. He can play left. He can play through the middle. Heck, we can even put him right and he'll do a job. He's played on the right for Brazil. Yeah. A lot of people are talking about the price. Me, I was one of them. When this guy signed for Everton, I was one of them. Yeah. And even now, the fee came out 60 million euros. 60 million euros, it was reported by that Brazilian journal. And my instant thought was, yeah, it's a lot of money. It's probably a bit too much money for Richarlison, but pay it, man. I don't really care at this point. What's the difference? 60 million euros, what's that in pounds? Like 50 something pounds. Is that not the going rate for a good attacker now? Is it not? And then, of course, Alistair Gold has come out and said that nothing has been agreed with Spurs and Everton with Richarlison. We've not even submitted a bid, but he's reported that he's a player that Paratisi likes, or Paratisi, however you want to pronounce it. Even Ornstein has come out and said no bid has been submitted by Spurs. But Richarlison is a player that we like and we are interested in. And there is a belief between some sources at Spurs and Everton that this deal can be completed. Then complete it. If it's there to be complete it. I was meant to do a stream next week. I may as well cancel it now. I was meant to do a stream next week. I'm not sure if you lot have deeped it or checked it, but check my channel. Check my channel, search my name, check my channel, and check for upcoming streams. You'll see it. I was meant to do it on a Thursday, but I had to move it because I was ill. And that stream was going to be my top 3 forwards that I would want Spurs to target. Guess who was number 1? Raheem Sterling. Guess who was number 2? Gabriel Jesus. Guess who was number 3? Richarlison. Yeah. So the guy has proven that he's someone who can come into this team and give us what we need. We've been crying out for an attacker who can come in and make an impact, score goals, work hard, lift the team, yeah, deputize, compete with our better players. This guy can do this. Our fans, some of our fans don't like him because of aesthetics, because he likes to throw himself to the ground, because he whines, etc., etc. Yeah, you may not like it when it's against us, but if he's on our team and he's doing that and it works in our favor and he's still out producing and he's providing the output, you're not going to complain. Nobody's going to complain. So if Spurs are going for Richarlison, that's a good move for me. That tells me that, one, they clearly know that he's the type of attacker that can come into this team and play across the front three and make an impact, because that's the type of attacker we need. And two, it tells me that there isn't a stronger belief that we're going to get Gabriel Jesus. And it makes sense. Jesus wants to be a mainstay, wants to be a starter, even if it means it will jeopardize his chances of playing the Champions League next season. And even that, let me not even speak too soon, because apparently Chelsea are interested in him. So if it's a shootout between Chelsea and Arsenal, I think we all know who's going to win that one. But even that, I don't know. Edu might pull some weird, dodgy trick. But either way, you get the point I'm making. Yeah. It looks as if Gabriel Jesus doesn't want to play second fiddle at Spurs. He doesn't even want to play second fiddle at Man City. So I guess he doesn't really want to play second fiddle at Spurs behind Son and Kane. He doesn't want to do it. That's what I take from this. But again, nothing's been confirmed with Richarlison yet. Nothing's been confirmed with Jesus. I'm just speculating. But that's what it looks like. But either way, I don't really see the downside here. The guy is at a relatively young age in football years. Yeah. He's proven in this league that you're going to buy him to play in. Yeah. He's ready to make the next step up from Everton. And we are in need of an attacker who can play across the front three, or the front three position, sorry. Do it. I don't see the issue. But anyway, that's just me. I like Richarlison. I think if Spurs signed him, he'd be really good for us. I think he'd be really, really good for us. The other player I wanted to speak about, Jed Spence. So obviously the news broke, I think it was yesterday, by multiple reporters, journos, that he's closing in on a £20 million move to Spurs. I spoke on this on the THFC show, and I'm going to keep it brief, but I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I have my reservations. In the sense that I think Jed Spence looks a good prospect, and from what I've read, he seems like he can make the step up, but there's still a risk. It's not as much of a guarantee as buying a player who's already playing in the top flight and has already shown you multiple seasons in the top flight. So it's very much a risk with Jed Spence, but he's homegrown. He looks a good athlete. He looks like he's got the right temperament, and it looks like the club have scouted him and done their research on him. They've been interested in this guy for ages. Paul O'Keefe mentioned this move weeks back. So we've had reported interest in this guy for time, and it seems as if he's decided that he's going to choose Spurs. So the deal's not been completed yet, but it looks like we could be signing this guy, or we should be signing this guy, barring any issues. So welcome, man. If that's what's going to happen, welcome Jed Spence, and I hope he can hit the ground running, because listen, it's not easy. This right wing back role, it's not easy. And when you're playing Champions League nights against some of these tough sides, and you're playing against some of the better sides in the Premier League, mate, you're going to need to be switched on. You're going to need to step up from the Championship level to the Premier League level. And I'm intrigued. To see how he performs, and I'm looking forward to his time at the club. Let's see what he can do, man. Bring it on. We'll back him, man. will back him. He'll get the backing of the club. He'll get the backing of the fans as well, man. So that's my thoughts on both of those two pieces of information anyway. I'll be back. I will be back. There's more news to talk about with Spurs. I'm even going to do other news as well. There's so many things that's happened this week. Darwin Núñez, apparently Arsenal are moving for Bowen and Rafinha and all of this stuff. So I might even switch it and start talking about other teams as well. So look out for that as well. Have a great weekend. Try not to watch England because they're probably going to bore you to sleep. And yeah, if you do want to watch the England game, come watch on my channel. Watch along. Come. Until then, take care. Peace out.